Om Gam Ganapatye Namaha, Kaliyuga Kalpataru, Appendix, Glories after entering the Brindavana. 4. Sri Gopala Dasaru. In the Haridasa tradition, after Sri Vijaya Dasaru, the most renowned among the Aparoksha Jnanis, that is, those with direct realization of the divine, was Sri Gopala Dasaru, a prominent disciple in the great lineage of Sri Madhvacharya. He was a worthy recipient of Sri Raghavendra Swamiguru's supreme grace. Gopala Dasaru resided in Uttanuru. This was a time when, due to the influence of Vijaya Dasaru, the Haridasa tradition had risen to great heights, and the body of Haridasa literature, Dasa Vangmaya, was flourishing widely. It was well known everywhere that Sri Raghavendra Tirtharu had granted darshana to Vijaya Dasaru and instructed him to carry the Haridasa lineage forward in a structured and disciplined way. Understanding that becoming a disciple of such a realized soul was equivalent to obeying Sri Raghavendra Swamiguru's command, Sri Gopala Dasaru accepted Vijaya Dasaru as his guru, received the devotional signature, that is Ankita, that is Gopala Vithala, and thus became Sri Gopala Dasaru. He composed numerous padhya, that is verses, suladis, and devotional songs, adding great beauty and depth to the Haridasa literature. Each of his works is a priceless jewel. One of his relative and an accomplished scholar in his own rights, Srinivasacharya, was also a recipient of Vijaya Dasaru's grace. He contributed significantly to Haridasa literature by composing the great spiritual treatise Harikatamrutasara, which is adored with the highest philosophical principles. In inspiring and guiding Srinivasacharya to serve Sri Rayaru, through this path, Gopala Dasaru played a major role. But that's not all. When Srinivasacharya was on the verge of death, it was at the instruction of Vijaya Dasaru that Gopala Dasaru, exhibiting extraordinary generosity and sacrifice, donated 40 years of his own life to Srinivasacharya. Had he not done this, Srinivasacharya would not have survived, nor could he have later become the great Sri Jagannatha Dasaru, who elevated the Haridasa tradition in every respect and authored profound spiritual literature of unmatched depth. Seen in this light, all noble souls must remain forever grateful to Gopala Dasaru. Sri Raghavendra Swamiguru had immense love and affection for his beloved disciple Gopala Dasaru. Just as he had granted divine darshan to Vijaya Dasaru, so too did he bless Gopala Dasaru with a personal vision. In that Brindavana Darshana, he revealed his boundless glories and showered his grace. Overwhelmed by this vision, Gopala Dasaru poured forth his devotion in Soladi, that is, devotional composition, in which he described that experience lost in divine ecstasy. This is in Raga Bhairavi, Tala Dhuruva. The English translation: within this world, our Guru Raghavendra still remains. Let me now describe the divine presence. He abides firmly in Mantralaya, on the banks of the Tungabhadra river, where the devoted Prahlada once performed great sacrificial rituals, fed nectar to the gods, and performed sacred duties for their welfare. Realizing this, he, that is Sri Rayaru, chose to dwell at this very site. Guru Raghavendra Rayaru did not give up his body here as an ordinary death, but completed all his spiritual practices, that is sadhana, and joyfully merged at the feet of Sri Krishna. Seeing the suffering of the people in the world, he prayed, O Lord, let me continue to serve them. The compassionate Lord Hari, becoming one with the Guru, grants boons to the people. Narahari, the Lord, now receives a daily worship here, surrounded by glorious praise and the divine chakra, that is a discus that protects the gods. The Lord of the earth, Narayana, resides here at his eternal presence, bestowing fruits in both this world and the next. Compassionate Raga, Gopala Vithala, who shields his devotees. What match is there for his many divine actions? Tala Matta, Narahari, Krishna, Rama, and Vedavyasaru, two each making 8 forms of Hari, standing here with their divine consorts and retinue. The Gurus of the gods, Sri Madhvacharya, first among them. After him, in proper order and hierarchy, various ascetics, that is yatis, are present here. With joy, they recite the Vedas, dwell into scriptures and Puranas, perform Hari's worship day and night without pause, and expound the supreme truth in many ways. Ranga, riding Garuda, Gopala Vitala, dwells here, protecting his devotees. Tala, Trividha, in the form of Narhari, he resides here, removing sins and evils of the wicked. As Rama, in many forms, he roams the world. When the hungry come seeking, he feeds them, settles them, and in the form of Sri Krishna, he grants boons to the most distressed. Children, marriages, wishes, all are fulfilled with joy. As Vedavyasuru, he removes the doubts of distant skeptics, shatters their faulty reasoning, and establishes Lord Hari as supreme. To his surrendered devotees, he brings the nectar of divine knowledge. His lotus feet, worshipped by virtuous, Gopala Vitala, embrace all with loving care. Tala Atta. He has taken on the very form of Raghavendra and bears the name Raghavendra. What great merit he must have performed to take this form. He has spread the glory of his devotees across the three worlds, and like rain from a monsoon cloud, he brings boundless fame and prosperity to Raghavendra's kingdom. That very Raghavendra Murti is Gopala Vitala, receiving the devoted worship of countless bhaktas. Tala Adi. Each day new forms of worship arise. Each day new divine happenings unfold. Each day new festivals are celebrated. Each day crowds gather. Brahmins are served. Every person gives what they can from their hands. Their lives become blessed and meaningful. They are freed from the bonds of birth. The Lord of 700 blazing suns, a metaphor for Sri Rayaru, dwells here continuously in radiant glory, unceasingly serving the people. Doubt not this. Gopala Vitala, complete in all divine qualities, who dwell even in the tiniest of beings, who can truly comprehend him in this world. Final verse, that is Jati, closing. Beyond this field of Mantra Siddhi, O wise one, here the mantra proven Lord Gopala Vitala reveals himself. From this, the boundless glory of Sri Raghavendra Swamigalu becomes evident. It reveals not only the extraordinary compassion of Sri Hari, who in 5 divine forms has taken permanent residence there to grant blessings and uplift the destitute, the downtrodden, and the unlettered for 700 years through Sri Rayaru, but also the astonishing divine love that Lord Hari shows to his devotees. Furthermore, the unparalleled events that would take place over the course of 700 years in the sacred presence of the Brindavana were clearly foreseen and described with wonder and joy by Dasaraya, that is Sri Gopala Dasaru, in the Suladi mentioned above, as he vividly narrated the greatness of Sri Rayaru. Although it has been 313 years since Sri Rayaru entered the Brindavana, the miracles that continue to be seen and experienced by devotees in Mantralaya were already directly witnessed and declared 200 years ago by the divinely insightful Dasas. The blessing Sri Rayaru bestowed upon him, no one can adequately describe. In this composition, Guru Raghavendra Charana Kamalavanu Gopala Dasaru sings, for about 700 years, the ocean of compassion, the divine portion of the Lord, shines from the Vrindavana. Sri Raghavendra will protect us in bodily form. Here, he clearly affirms that Sri Rayaru is a divine incarnation, that is Devamsha, and resides in the Vrindavana in living form for 700 years. In another composition, Vandisi Noduvena Vare, he states, he is the partial incarnation of Sesha, Prahlada, and Vyasamuni. This rare merit belongs to him alone. Lord Keshava himself appointed him for the eternal welfare of all, in both this world and the next. Here, Sri Rayaru prior incarnations are affirmed: Shesha Amsha, Prahlada, and Vyasarajaru. In yet another song, Rathavannerida Raghavendra, he openly praises. First was Prahlada, then Vyasamuni, and now the Yati Raghavendra. Thus, by declaring and elevating the supreme glories of Sri Raghavendra Swamigalu and instilling deeper devotion among the noble-hearted, Gopala Dasaru has earned the eternal gratitude of all devotees. Hari Om. Om Sri Krishnarpanamastu.